Alright, hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another Plan With Me video. This time we are going to do a daily Plan With Me. For me, it's October 1st. For you guys, it should be October 8th if I'm sticking to my editing schedule. So I'm going to go in and show you guys how I'm going to plan actually for tomorrow, which is October 2nd. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little clicker and I'm going to toggle that off so I have access to all of the editing tools in this toolbar. I'm going to hit the lasso tool, make sure images and text boxes are selected, and I am going to copy this from the month of October. Then I'm going to come back up to my little toggle tool so that I can click on things. I should really find out what the official names of some of these things are. And I'm going to click on the second. So I mentioned having links in my previous video for getting around my planner. If I tap on the 2, it will take me to October 2nd. So I'm going to come back to my little editing toolbar and I'm going to paste this heading on here. Okay, and that looks good enough for me. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap the text tool here and I'm going to pull this October down and I'm going to tap in here, use the space bar to make sure I'm at the end. If you're an iPhone user or an iPad user, you probably know that you can take this space bar and you can find different spaces like in the word to edit. So if I wanted to put something between the T and the O, I could. If you don't know that, there you go. If you do know that, sorry about the redundancy. But I'm just gonna use that to get me all the way to the end of the word October. I'm gonna space, space again, space again, and I'm going to hit the number 2. And then what I'm gonna do is just select all of this by tapping. So what I did was 1, 2, 3, and if you triple tap, then you can hit copy. The only reason I'm doing this is just to save myself a little bit of headache later. So now I'm going to come up here and tap October, and I'm going to triple tap. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to hit paste, and it's just going to replace that there. And then I know that all of my spacing and everything is exactly the same as the white one down here. I'm going to take my lasso tool and just layer this over, kind of like we did on the monthly, if you remember. And I'm just going to make that pop a little bit more that way. Give it a little bit of a drop shadow. And now for some fun. So I'm mostly going to keep the functionality of this the same, but I'm just going to go in and add some color and change a couple little elements that I think you'll find to be really useful tips. I'm going to come here and paste this over top. Go to my picture tool and tap on it. And I want to size this just to fit over the gray box that's there and to line it up on this edge. I'm going to tap on it again, hit copy. I'm going to paste and put this over on this edge and try to line it up as perfectly as I can. I'm going to take this picture tool again, tap on it. I'm going to crop it, and I'm just going to crop out the edge there where the corner is and hit done. And then we can just take some of the stickers and things that we have and we can just kind of cover it up. So I am of course loving the pumpkins, so what I'm gonna do is kind of make a cute little like pumpkin garland, and I'm just gonna paste these all on here, and I'm just gonna start resizing them and placing them around. And so yeah, you can't even tell there. And I think that itself is really cute. And then let's say, you know, up here, I don't know, I think that looks a little bit silly, but maybe what we could do instead is take one of these stars. A star might look cute just up there. Maybe we could do 3 stars. So I'll delete the hat that I don't need. And I'm going to copy, paste. These are the same size. And then I'm gonna do a bigger one, I think, in the middle. And then from here I can, you know, resize and just kind of place these over top. And then boom, that's it, magic. You can't even tell what I did. So there are ways that you can just kind of get creative and hack some of this stuff. Of course, just do what makes you happy. But I am noticing here I'm not gonna be able to change the colors of this section if I keep this like this. So I think what I wanna do is actually, I'm gonna move this over temporarily. I'm gonna come to my black sticky note. I'm gonna copy it, come here, paste this. I'm going to come to my picture tool, tap on this, crop it. I'm gonna crop out everything except for the black so that I now just have this black section, and I am going to black out all of this. Then I can add white text in, and I can write in white. I'm just gonna cover that up. And then what I wanna do is, if you remember me talking about the way Goodnotes layers works, if I want this to appear on top of that, then it has to have been added later. So I'm gonna cut all of this, and I'm going to paste on top here. Tap off to the side, and we are good. And then maybe from here you realize that you actually do want to like adjust the size a little bit more, and that's totally fine. Do whatever makes your heart happy. I'm now gonna block out these, and I think I am just gonna use a black block. So I'm gonna tap on this, and I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna paste, and then I'm gonna grab my picture tool, and I'm just going to size this to cover these up. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to use the little white element box that I created. And so if you missed how I did that, basically I took the lasso tool, drew on a space where there wasn't anything, hit take screenshot, and it automatically gives you a square, and then I hit the export, hit copy, paste, and then from here you can tap on it and hit add element. So I am just gonna resize this. Okay, and I'm happy enough with that. It works for me. The next thing I'm gonna do is come in here with black text and center alignment. I'm just gonna write snack. And I'm gonna draw these little blue circles out. And apparently the center alignment didn't go, so I'm just gonna tap 3 times on this to select it all and hit center alignment. And that's exactly what I want. I think I want it smaller though, so I'm gonna tap on this again. And I'm gonna make it smaller so it's more close to that, so I have more space. So I think that's close enough. I'm happy with that sizing. I'm gonna come in here. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste and just place these. Okay, beautiful. And I'm just gonna come in and change these so that they say what they should say. So, breakfast. lunch, dinner. To be honest, I don't think that I like this, so I'm gonna cut this out. Then I'm going to move this up and just out of the way for a second. What I'm gonna do is come back to my elements and I'm gonna put the white square there. Okay, and now I'm gonna lasso all of this, cut it, paste it. So what I'm gonna do now is take the picture tool, tap on this black square. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it here. Back to my picture tool here. Resize this. The width should already be consistent with the others, which is exactly what I want. And I think what I'm gonna do, instead of putting the white box in there, I think I'm just gonna use white text. So I am going to take my cheeky Collegian font, which I'll leave a link to below. So I'm gonna tap, going to write top priorities. I'm just going to grab the text tool, move this center, and I want to make sure it is actually centered, so I'm going to draw out these blue points to the edges. Tap on everything 3 times, hit center, put the keyboard down, okay? And I'm going to make sure that this is on text boxes only. And I am going to resize this. Try to keep it straight. And I'm just gonna come in with my text and add number 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna come back to my lasso tool and I'm just gonna place this a little bit better. Okay, and I like that I can write that part in white. I think this is cute with a juxtaposition here. I want to decorate this somehow, so I think I'm gonna come back to my sticker pack. I'm gonna come up here, make sure images is on. I'm gonna take the orange. I'm gonna paste this, grab the picture tool, make it bigger altogether, but then I'm gonna kind of shorten it just so it's a little bit wider. I am gonna go back to my weekly layout. If you remember, I have these hidden links on the side. And I'm going to take these and paste them into the second here. Gonna hit paste and put this up there. It's nice and cute. Another thing I want to do actually is come back and tap, grab the lasso tool again, and I am going to select all of this, copy it, come back to the second, I'm gonna paste, and I don't need all of this, I just need some of it. So I'm gonna make sure I'm on my picture tool, and I am going to cut these out here. Maybe this can come up here. Only layering issue I'm having here is with this pumpkin, so I'm going to cut this pumpkin and then I'm just gonna paste it back, paste it over top there, and now we're in good shape. Gonna grab my highlighter in the orange that I set my hex code at, and I'm just gonna do a little circle on the second. And I thought I was going to keep this for gratitude, but maybe I'll put my gratitude up here. So I'm just gonna write black here, write gratitude. Gonna toggle this just to text boxes. And I'm going to resize this so it's bigger. I'm going to resize this bat so it's a little smaller. And then I can write my gratitude in there. And I'm instead in that space where the gratitude was originally, I am going to take one of my cute letterings. So I think maybe I'm going to put the spooky season one in there. I'm just going to tap and copy this. I'm just going to paste it and make it bigger. And maybe I'll put a couple stars. So we want to try to keep things consistent. So I'm going to tap on here, just that star, hit copy, and I'm going to place the star down here and another one, just smaller one right there. And I also think I want to paste these much smaller though. I'm just going to grab the picture tool here. I'm going to rotate them a little just for fun. Happy with that. I'm going to copy it and paste it on the other side. It's looking pretty good. I mentioned this in last month's video, but I didn't show you guys. What I would usually do is I would take something like these brush strokes here, and I would copy all 4 of them. They have transparency to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy them, come back to my planner, I'm going to paste them, and then what I will do is I'll take the picture tool and I'll tap on each individual one, crop it, and just crop out the edges so that I end up with a rectangle that I can then go in, and I then have transparent images here. It makes it a lot easier, I think, to like line things up because you can see what's underneath. And I just kind of like the look of it better than the bold appearance. So I'll just go in and crop all of this. And this is kind of how I then block out my day. Well, I do start work early in the morning and won't be finished until 7. So I'm just gonna put this here. And then once that's done, I know I've got a few things I want to do before noon. So a few work-related things. So I'm going to put those all here. And then my nephew has a football game. So that's going to take up a good chunk of my day. So I'm going to also block out that. Then who knows? Maybe I'll just block out time for myself, and then I can decide what I want to do with that. Yep, I am happy with that. And then I'll usually just go in and kind of write it all down. But this gives you a pretty good idea of my typical layout for a day. And then I'll usually just select everything if I'm happy with this, make no adjustments. I'll make sure that your handwriting is usually off because that's going to be specific to each day, but I'll leave images and text boxes on. I will select everything, copy, paste everything on here, line it up as nicely as I can. Come in here, change the dates on those to October 3rd. Oh, October 3rd. Any Mean Girls fans out there? That was a silly question. Everyone's a Mean Girls fan. And then, yeah, I'll just adjust the dates and fill everything in, and it saves me a lot of time and hassle. So, and if there's anything that I'm not super fond of, I'll just adjust it from day to day and play around until I find a design that I like. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It definitely supports my channel and lets me know what you guys are interested in, what you're happy with, and what you want to see more of. So thank you so much for watching this video. Honestly, it means so much to me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!